we are already in the quote unquote cookieless future. Other major browsers, Safari and Firefox, stopped supporting third-party cookies years ago. And the industry is contending with signal loss on the mobile front with Apple's app tracking transparency policy. So this is not a future problem. It's a now problem. And given that, how prepared is the industry to have its supply of third-party identifiers effectively cut off? Research from the Interactive Advertising Bureau, the IAB, suggests that many players in the industry feel more prepared now than they were a year ago, but that perception belies a lot of confusion and inertia, which has been made worse by Google repeatedly pushing back its deadline. So next steps are to continue building, testing, and adopting new targeting and measurement solutions. And as a little bit of a call to action here, please don't wait to do those things. Use the extra time you've been given to get ahead. And then before we get into your questions for me, I will leave you with some preliminary questions to make sure you can answer if you're evaluating or reevaluating partners in your programmatic strategy. So we have 3 buckets of questions today. Today, tomorrow, and together. Gotta have that alliteration going on. Okay, so today, what is currently at my disposal? How can I make the most of my programmatic strategy in the short term? You should be asking questions about targeting and measurement as these solutions exist today, not where they will be once scale is achieved. Does a partner still rely wholly on third-party cookies? If they do, are you comfortable with that? How are partners ensuring that you are receiving the quality of impressions that you want to receive? And how are they ensuring that you are receiving the quality of impressions that you think you are receiving? And then how can they help you take advantage of the emerging channels that we discussed today? Looking forward to tomorrow and beyond, how are these partners making sure you're set up for success when the privacy axe falls? This is where you ask about targeting and measurement down the line. Are your strategies going to fall apart if a federal privacy legislation becomes a reality in the US? In terms of consumer data protections, how are partners going to ensure that compliance is achieved at every point along the programmatic supply chain? And then finally, together, what value is or would be added by this partnership? Now, ideally, you'll be able to answer this question based on a partner's answers to the questions in the previous 2 buckets, but it's not enough to let those answers speak for themselves. You need to probe them to gauge the level of transparency they'll provide on the fronts listed below, because without transparency, it's very difficult to troubleshoot if and when problems arise. And it's hard to know with certainty that programmatic strategy is effective and efficient without that transparency.